Hello everyone, I'm Shadowstorm and welcome back to another reaction video. In this one, we have Samira, Champion Spotlight and gameplay from League of Legends. She was, I can finally see her abilities now without being spoiled and keeping myself back from everything. So I can have blind reaction now. In the trailer they were shown their abilities, but didn't say which one was it. So here we have everything in one box. So without further ado, let's check this out.
Meet Samira, the Desert Rose. As a young Shuriman, she made a name for herself among
Shurima.
Oh, by taking
I'm sorry.
on the most dangerous missions with ease. She's a gunslinging, sword-swinging marksman with style above all else.
I was thinking that she is from Bilgewater.
Try not to slow me down.
Ugh, I feel bad now. I'm sorry.
Think you can keep up? Welcome to the Samira Champion Spotlight.
Okay, Desert Rose. Yeah, Shurima makes sense. So, abilities.
Samira's passive is her Daredevil Impulse. Wielding both guns and a sword, Samira can strike from a distance or melee range, switching weapons automatically when she attacks.
Oh.
Whenever Samira hits an enemy champion, she starts building her style rank from E up to S. Each hit must be distinct from the previous one to add to the combo, so no spamming. Weave auto attacks and abilities to stack your style. The more stylish you are, the faster you move. Increase its rank up to S to activate your ultimate, with more on that later.
Okay.
If Samira leaves combat, her style resets shortly afterward.
I never go out of style.
Additionally, if Samira targets an enemy affected by hard crowd control in her attack range, she will knock them up into the air, unleashing a flurry of shots at the same time. Juggling ain't just for clowns.
What?
Samira's Q is Flare, and she's got plenty to spare. She fires out a shot, and the first enemy gets got. If that enemy is in melee range, Samira instead slashes with her sword. No rose is without its thorns. This attack can critically strike for a good chunk of bonus damage. Samira's W, Blade Whirl, has a passive that grants bonus damage to attacks with her blade.
Okay.
When activated, Samira unleashes her inner Swordmaster and spins in a circle for a brief moment, damaging enemies and destroying enemy missiles in the area.
Missiles, okay.
Move over, Yasuo. The Tilt Queen is here. With her E, Wild Rush, Samira dashes through an ally or enemy within range, slashing enemies along her path. Anytime Samira gets a takedown, Wild Rush's cooldown reset.
Yeah, I figured that
get
one.
Back into or out of the fight.
Messy, but effective.
Activate Flare alongside Wild Rush to deal extra damage to targets along your path. Or use Blade Whirl right before you dash to save a teammate. You can put it on their tab.
Keep the change. You're gonna need it.
Remember that style rank you built up?
Yeah.
Once Samira earns an S grade, she can cast her ultimate, Inferno Trigger. Samira unleashes a sandstorm of attacks, hitting enemies in an area around her several times over a few seconds. These shots can critically strike and activate lifesteal, but not on hit effects. Hard crowd control will knock Samira out of her ultimate, so look for the right moment to go bang bang bang.
Taking a quick break.
Since Samira is always spoiling for a fight, this spell has no cooldown. As soon as you have enough style, she's ready to go again.
And I'm not even looking.
Samira is at her best when she's weaving in and out of fights, unloading at the perfect time. During the laning phase, she styles on enemies who depend on skill shots and forces them to fight on her terms. Pair her with an engaged support for some flashy plays in the bot lane. Team fights are where Samira really gets lit.
ADC, so
weaving autos in between each ability as you go. Inferno Trigger can interrupt Blade Whirl, so when you see your moment, press W for a quick final stack and clean up with Inferno Trigger. With such a short range and only one escape tool, choosing the right fights with Samira is the difference between living fast and dying young.
I'm all this way to die?
Be careful about being too wild with Wild Rush. Going in at the wrong time or on the wrong target can turn Samira into Sadmira.
Settle down, sweet cake.
Ready to show off your play style in the bot lane? Play Samira, the Desert Rose. Check out the links in the description below to learn more about this flashy marksman. Now, who's ready for some pizza?
What? Pizza? Okay, guys. I'm sorry for in every single trailer, I mean video in which Samira is mentioned, I also said that she is definitely from Bilgewater. So I'm sorry for thinking that, but she looks so like pirate-ish. But yeah, she's from Shurima. Okay. The Desert Rose, yeah, in the title makes sense now, yeah. So yeah, very interesting abilities. I thought that she is like Jace, so her ultimate or some ability switching the melee and range, but she has all that in a passive. So yeah, so she can automatically change from range or from range to melee, and the other way around. Depends on which is the distance between her and the enemy champion. That's interesting. Her passive. So her passive is also the ranking system, stacking from the E to S. It needs to be a distinct attack. So basically, I mean that reminds me of what's that? Devil May Cry. It also has the ranking system, so that's very cool, in my opinion. But yeah, this if the champion is in the crowd control, she can knock it up and like burst with some bullets in it. So that's that's a random thing to put it out there. Oh no! So she's more stronger with supporters that have CC abilities. I mean, yeah, okay, sure. So yeah, the Q now, the Q then, being the flare. I mean, if the champion is far away, she will shot him, dealing tons of damage, critical hit and everything. And if the enemy is closer, she will just use her sword instead of a gun. W being some I guess like just to deal damage and to block projectiles. I'm not sure, but I don't know if it's just projectiles or like countering the spells, like severe spell shield. I'm not sure, but I will see in the game. I don't know, I have a feeling that she can block Fiora's stun, but that's not projectile, or is it? I'm not sure that's the case. I'll need to check that for myself. But yeah, I figured that E will be a dash, so she can dash on an ally and or on the enemy champion. And if she kills it, she gets a reset on that. I don't know what was that last part. That last part was here.
Not effective.
Activate Flare alongside Wild Rush to deal extra damage to targets along your path.
Oh, flare. Okay. So basically EQ ability. Okay, EQ combo. Cool. So she can dash through walls like that. And yeah, ultimate is just I mean, you like, if I summarize everything they said, if you are good, basically you have ult all the time. I mean, that's broken. I mean, it depends if you really want to use that, but because you're vulnerable on CC then, and if you get stunned, you're basically donezo. But that seems like more I mean, more tricky way to get to her ultimate, but it's like Katarina, like same as Katarina's ultimate, but she can just press it when the champions are around and that's it. But Samira needs to get up her style, and then she can use it like, oh no, it's like for
She can cast her ultimate, Devil.
for how many
Inferno
seconds?
trigger. Samira
1,
unleashes
2.
a sandstorm of attacks, hitting enemies in an area.
I mean that, I don't know if that was 2 to 3 seconds. That's a lot. And it can these bullets can critical strike, but it can't go on hit effects. That's something at least, because that's a barrage of bullets. But yeah, she is marksman, AD carry, bot lane, very dynamic marksman. Kind of have a feeling of a marksman and assassin at the same time, but I mean stylish assassin. I mean, I don't know if she should deal that much damage that I will grade her as an assassin, but definitely interesting marksman. So yeah, the gist of it, I really like her. Very interesting champion. So I'll definitely try to play with her. Let's see if I am stylish enough to do so. If you guys enjoyed this reaction, give it a thumbs up and leave a comment down below what you think about this champion. Again, I'm sorry for putting her into the bilge water, because she is from Shurima. And yeah, I'll see you in next video. Bye!